What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Coin Expert. Today we are going to be going over, as promised, the top 3 crazy ways to clean your coins. Now, disclaimer here, these are not actually good ways to clean your coins as far as I know. I'm going to be testing them out today. I assume very highly that they are terrible ways. You really should never clean your coins unless you consult an expert first. But I'm just going to be showing you guys today what these 3 internet things do to your coins. So I'll be going over these 3 as we go along. This one, to start, is a mixture of vinegar and salt. Now, the salt is all dissolved already, and in this one, we are going to be trying to clean this steel scent that I got in the video up in the top right corner. You guys can't see it that well, the lighting's not that good, but it is a steel scent. It has some paint on it. So we have to put this in here and let it sit for 15 minutes. So we're going to do that, and we'll go over the other ones as we're doing this. Alright, so I believe we're just supposed to let that sit. I already do see bubbles coming off of the scent, and it's already moving around a little bit because of the air bubbles that are all gathered on top. So this might clean it a little bit. But again, unless your coin... really, unless you consult an expert first, you should never clean your coins unless you know exactly what you're doing. Alright, so for the second one, I have to mix this up a little bit. This is 2 tablespoons of baking soda and water. So it makes this really, really thick paste. This one, you're supposed to rub it around a little bit more. It's just a really, really thick paste in there. So we are going to be testing in this one a 1943p war nickel. So this coin, again, not in very great shape. I also did a video on war nickels up in the top right corner too, but you can't see this one all that well. You see a little bit there. It's a very worn war nickel, classic worn war nickel. So we're going to be mixing it up in there and rubbing it around, so we'll see how it does. And while I'm doing this, guys, I'd like to take the time to ask you guys to please like and subscribe. Like this video, it takes all but a second, and also subscribe. That really helps out the channel. So I thank you guys for watching this video, period, but I would also implore you guys to please like and subscribe. I promise you will not regret it, and I'm going to be going over some great stuff in the future here. I hope to be doing some coin roll hunting after this whole coin shortage thing is over. Other than that, I'm just going to keep cleaning this coin. So you're supposed to rub it around a bit, but it's really weird. It's like this thick, sandy paste, feels like. And meanwhile, this steel scent, there are a lot of bubbles coming off of it. I can't tell if it's like actually cleaning it because of the vinegar, or it's just bubbles coming off. And especially, guys, the biggest favor you guys can do for yourself is to never clean valuable coins. It's almost like trying to make the coin look nicer than it actually is. And most of the time you will not be able to get away with it unnoticed. Most collectors will notice. They can look under a loupe and easily see the abrasion marks of you going back and forth most of the time. And again, guys, these coins that I'm cleaning today, they are not super valuable coins. This coin is a little bit silver, but it's not going to go down. It is not, because it is not a coin in like excellent condition. It's not worth anything more than spot, and so I'm not taking away any of the value of the coin. Other collectors might choose the worn ones over this cleaned one, but it is still worth silver. And the same with this steel scent. Steel scent's a steel scent. No matter if there's a little bit of paint on it or anything, it actually might bring the value up a little bit because there's paint on it. But again, always ask an expert first before you clean your coins. Man, this vinegar actually might be cleaning the steel scent a little bit. I can already see little bits of steel being able to be shown underneath all of the paint. I don't know if these bubbles are cleaning it. Obviously the bubbles are coming from the solution, but it's kind of just a weird thing. Alright, guys, so we just finished cleaning our war nickel in the baking soda and water solution, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little bit shinier, definitely a little bit more eye appeal, but it's also very obvious that it's cleaned. Again, never clean your coins. But it looks a little bit shinier, but nothing much. This I might try on the steel scent if the vinegar doesn't work, just to get the paint off, but I'm not sure what it would do. I'm not sure if it actually would like react with the paint or anything, or if it would just make it look shinier. Alright guys, so it's been about 7 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip this steel scent over, and as I pick this up, it's like sizzling. So the back of the steel scent doesn't have as much paint on it. I might leave it for a little bit more after this video is over, just to try to get the rest of the paint off. So I went ahead and flipped it over and see if that does anything for it, but we'll see. Okay guys, so I know you guys have all been wondering what this mysterious solution is in here, and I'm about to tell you guys. Believe it or not, this is actually ketchup. Now I know how crazy that sounds. I did read online that ketchup is supposedly a good cleaner of coins. It reacts with everything that's gotten onto the coin, but we'll see. So on this one, we are going to be using a very, very worn Barber quarter. Now again, this coin does not have much of a premium over spot value, and so I'm not ruining any value of these coins. So I heard you're just supposed to rub it around like you did for this one for about 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Oh man, you guys have no idea how this feels cleaning a coin, mushing your fingers around in ketchup. It's so disgusting. Meanwhile, the steel scent is starting to get bubbles on the other side. It's such a weird texture. It's like just gross. The things we do for YouTube. Well, I can already see it's starting to get a little bit more shiny, but we'll see how it is at the end of the 5 minutes. And the one thing about the steel scent is it would be in MS condition, mint state condition, if it hadn't had the paint all over it. It's actually really, really shiny, and the places that none of the paint or dirt or anything is on it. So that's kind of a shame. This Barber quarter is so slick. It's starting to get a little bit more shiny though. And the nickel, the difference between the cent and the silver coins is we're not actually trying to get anything off the silver coins. We're just seeing if it makes it any more shiny. But for the vinegar and stuff, the reason I chose it for the cent is because I was hoping that that would be the best solution to get all the paint and gunk stuff that's on there off. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes with this coin. I'm going to clean my hands and the coin off, and I'll show you guys in just a second. Alright guys, so I'm back from washing my hands off a little bit. This coin, it's not really any shinier. All that's different about it is you can see the abrasion marks of me scraping back and forth. Abrasions basically mean scrapes on a coin, but there's nothing really different about it. It's not shiny or anything. It's purely just scratched up. So these two coins, the war nickel, it looks a little bit better than it did before, but both the coins, you can definitely tell that have been cleaned. Still got a couple more minutes on the steel scent, but we'll see how it is, and I think it's like 3 more minutes, so we'll see. Alright guys, so our 15-minute timer just stopped, and looking at the steel scent here, there is a little bit of stuff that has been taken off. Not much. You guys can still see how much paint's on there. It's still pretty bad. So overall, like I said, these are not going to be great ways to clean your coins. I do not recommend cleaning your coins. Obviously do whatever you want, but I do not recommend it. There are certain occasions where you do clean your coins, and there's also a lot safer solutions that you buy. This is just stuff that you can find in your kitchen: ketchup, baking soda, water, vinegar, and salt. All those things you should be able to find in your kitchen. But again, I do not recommend cleaning your coins like this. I'm probably going to leave the steel scent in the vinegar water the rest of the day, mostly because it did look like it was taking some of the stuff off of it. It's definitely, the paint's thinner. You can see the Liberty now. You were not able to see the Liberty before. So I'm going to leave this in all day, and I'll bring you guys back later today. And while we're at it, I'm actually going to see what it does to a silver coin, because we did silver coins in those two and not on this one. So I'm actually going to put another war nickel in there, and I'm not going to scrub it or anything. I'm just purely going to see what it does to it. Okay guys, I don't know how well you can see this. I probably won't be, you guys won't be seeing this if it's not good at all. But I came to check in on my steel scent, and it's literally like a bubble volcano. I don't know what it's doing, but it's like a bunch of bubbles are just coming up. I don't know if that's taking the paint off or anything, but it looks really, really cool. I don't know what it's doing. It's just really strange. I also got this war nickel in there. Doesn't look like it's doing much to it, but that looks really, really weird. Holy cow. I don't know what it's doing. But, alright guys, we'll see how it's doing in a couple hours. I might take it out right now because I'm sure it'll do it later. I just want to see what it's at right now, but we'll see later. So, alright guys, I just had to bring you back. This is like 5 minutes after when I checked in last time. I was messing with it a little bit, and I think that it's actually eating away at the coin itself. All that stuff's still paint on there. I don't know how well you can see it, but the Liberty right there, yeah, you can't see it at all really on this coin, on this camera. But the Liberty, it was really, really, really strong when I left the first time. But now, the Liberty is almost gone. So I think it's actually reacting with the steel and eating away at the coin. So, and then I check this, and then check this out. Watch, when I put it back in the thing, it immediately starts doing its fizzy, bubbly thing again. And again, I really have no idea what that is. I think it might be eating away at the coin, but it's really weird. It looks like it only is coming from the paint. But I really don't know what's happening. It's like just bubbling up. The other coin's not doing that. It's only the steel scent. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a couple hours for real this time, and we'll see how this penny and this nickel is doing. Okay guys, I just came back in my room, and look at that steel scent. Look at the comparison from this video here to the one I'm filming right now. This steel scent, and look at all that black stuff in the water, the stuff that came off. It's no longer like bubbling up. I have not looked at it yet. Wow. See, I told you guys, this is in really, really nice condition. At the back. If it hadn't been for all that paint, it would have been in really nice condition. The back still looks pretty crummy. I'm going to see if I can get some of that stuff off. But I actually might try to use these other solutions here that I still have out. Got a little bit of baking soda on the desk, but I might use some of these other solutions to try to get it out. But I mean, that looks a lot better than the steel scent that I started with. This is the exact same one. You can see all the black bits in the water, and then you can also see the war nickel. It really has done absolutely nothing to it, but I don't know guys, that's cool. The fact that this is all the paint's off, and I think it was just the paint that was making all those bubbles, because when I put it back in the water, it no longer does a little bit of like bubble stuff that comes up. So that's cool. So I may or may not check it back with you guys after I do this and the other solutions. But just in case I don't, I wanted to make sure to ask you guys, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It takes all but a second, like I said. If you guys want to see my other videos, click up in the corners, and see you next time.